Welcome. This is PayProTec's webinar, and just kind of let's catch up. We tried to record this yesterday, and unfortunately, just had a few technical difficulties. So we're recording this natively, and we're going to send this all out to you. So I'm Nate Manahan. I'm the Director of Marketing at PayProTec, and we're excited to be able to share and catch up on some of the things we've launched in the last several weeks. And that's in really a couple months. We launched EPX as a new processing platform. We launched Salcha Invoice and Virtual Terminal. We're now a new tool with my.papertech.com. We have Salcha POS. We have a new banking channel and all these new tools. And we wanted to kind of just catch up. And I'm here with Danny Schard, and Danny's going to kind of get us started. But Danny, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we'll move forward.
Hello, everybody. We're happy to be sharing a lot of information with you today. Catching you up on a lot of great information. What we've got currently, we've made a lot of recent updates, new program rollouts, new solutions, platforms, you name it. We've done it lately. So a lot of things have been happening. We're going to get you caught up with everything, and then we've got some really great information and some exciting stuff that's coming down the pipeline. So let's jump right into it. So we're going to discuss our EPX platform. If you haven't heard already, EPX is our own in-house processing platform. So we're becoming our own front end and our own back end. And this is an additional solution or additional platform available to you as well as First Data and Global Payments. So now we've got a new platform we're going to be able to board merchants on. And primarily, we're going to be using this moving forward, especially as we have more solutions that are going to be going on this platform. We're still going to have global payments and First Data for those scenarios and those merchants that need to have them, whether it's because of the solution they're using or something like that, or maybe they just prefer that platform. Those aren't going anywhere anytime soon. We're still going to have those available. This is just going to be a new option for us, and it's going to make us more streamlined internally as well, give us better support functionality, faster response times with data to merchants, better support for their chargeback resolutions. Everything's going to be managed by us in-house, so it's just going to make us more efficiently able to support these merchants. A few things that we want to discuss with this, some of the good stuff, let's start with. There's an additional bonus for you guys as sales partners. So you're going to earn $300 up front on every deal that you submit with EPX. That's paid on approval, paid daily, just like you're used to with your global payments and First Data platforms. You're just earning extra money when we're boarding deals on EPX. Now today, we've got some limitations with it, obviously. As we're rolling out this new platform, we're going to be increasing the amount of equipment that can be boarded on it. There's a lot of certification processes, as you probably know, that go with adding equipment to a platform. So right now today, we're able to board the free Ingenico placement terminal and the free VX520 placement terminal. Now what's cool about these is both of these are able to do the EMV with the tip adjust, which is not something that we're currently able to do on global or First Data. So if you've got those merchants that need the ability to accept tips, and if they're on global today, they've had to disable that function, or they have to have feature built right into the terminal. So we're actually able to do this now on EPX on either one of those, the Ingenico, the VX520. So that's a great feature. We're working on having PIN debit, external PIN debit available in the near future. Right now we can do internal PIN debit. We're working on getting gift cards and check services and everything built in to these merchants that need the ability to accept tips, and if they're on global today, they've had to disable that function, or they have to have feature built right into the terminal. So we're actually able to do this now on EPX on either one of those, the Ingenico, the VX520. So that's a great feature. We're working on having PIN debit, external PIN debit available in the near future. Right now we can do internal PIN debit. We're working on getting gift cards and check services and everything built in to these applications on EPX. So right now we are just focusing on your basic free terminal, retail, restaurant type of setup is what we're going to use EPX for. And keep a lookout for updates for new solutions as we continue to board them. Another great thing about EPX is it's got a later next day funding cutoff time. So we've got 10 p.m. next day funding with EPX, and this 10 p.m. Eastern. So right now with global payments, it's 8 p.m. Eastern, with First Data at 7:30. So 2 hours later than what we have today. giving your merchants a later time to batch out and get those funds next day. So that's a few exciting things about EPX. If you've got some questions on it and you want to dive into more, feel free to give us a call and we can go through more details with you. But it is very basic and what we're able to do today, and just keeping a lookout for more updates to come on EPX. Now we're going to jump into our my.PayProTec portal. And we're going to show you guys, this is our new portal available in our resource center, available to all of our sales partners. So we've recently been working very hard on creating this. You know, you've got your My PPT office, your back office, and that's going to be primarily for, you know, residual reporting and tracking your deals and pulling your merchant statements. This my.PayProTec is going to be everything that you need to submit that business. We've got training information on here. We've got information on each platform that you're able to board on. So you can see right here, we're hovering over the EPX section. If we click right into there, you'll be able to see we've got full application documents, pre-terminal forms, everything that you'll be able to do on EPX, and that's all divided up for you. So you can actually see global, EPX, First Data, all of them are separated, so you know which section has all the paperwork that you're going to need. We've got marketing material in here, so all of the available marketing, and we're going to continue to improve this and increase this as we come out with new solutions. We're pulling up right now one of our new POS marketing flyers here. This is for the retail Salcha POS marketing flyers. So we're keeping updating this marketing for you guys, and we're hopefully in the near future we're also able to make this customizable so you can actually open this up, maybe put your name and phone number on it before you print it. That's an option that we're looking at. We've got all of our sales partner resources. So this is everything that we've got available to you, from terms and conditions to, we've got the reimbursement forms. We've got, you know, your partner information updates, business card order requests, our medical reimbursement program for medical insurance, bonus and pricing. Everything is in here for you guys as partners, just to get you familiar with the programs that we've got available to you. We've got all of our merchant resources in here. So in case you need to have a merchant update their bank information or change their address, we've got our early termination reimbursement form in here for those merchants that we want to reimburse them their termination fee from their previous processor. We've got our restricted and prohibited list. So this is going to be everything that you need on the merchant side of it. Then we've got some great additional resources. And in this section, it's a good combination of things. We've got information on our American Express full acquiring program, information on Discover, and Discover is a great resource, guys. It's something that I highly encourage you to use. You can contact Discover. They'll put you in touch with a local rep, and they will give you for free Discover swag check presenters that you can give to merchants for free, and they'll even customize them for those merchants depending on the volume. And it's all free, so it's definitely something that you'd want to utilize. We've got FAQs on our Apple Pay solutions, sample statement proposals, PCI overviews. We've also got some sample scripting, and I think we've got that in the merchant or in the sales partner resources. But this is just going to be a lot of good information, and it's a little bit all over the board, but you know, good to have in here for you. Now we're going to jump into our point of sale section. So this has all of the marketing flyers that you saw in the marketing section, as well as our POS certification test. Now what this is going to do for you is this is going to get you sharp on selling POS. There is a guide within that section as well that you can use kind of as a cheat sheet to get you through this. And that's right here. You'll see the guide. There's an expanded version and a short version as well. But by taking that POS certification test, that's going to get you sharp on selling POS, and it's going to help you get a good understanding of the different solutions that we have available with the different features and functionality that each solution has. Once you complete that test, our program director or program manager, Bob Kramer or Stacy Carrillo, will reach out to you. They'll go through the test with you, answer any questions that you might have done incorrectly, and just really kind of help you become more knowledgeable on starting the conversation with POS. And that's what we're wanting to do, is help you guys have more of an understanding of POS so you can start those conversations, ask the right questions, and then from there, you can send in the POS lead. So we've got in here a POS leads section, and that's right down here at the bottom. So as you've got a merchant interested in any of our POS solutions, as you become more familiar with them, you're actually going to be able to come to this POS leads, get some information from the merchant after you've started that conversation, and submit this POS lead. And at that point, our program director or manager, Bob or Stacy, will reach out to you and the merchant, schedule a time to do a demo, and that's going to help them obviously know which solution is going to work best, so which one they're going to be demoing for the merchant. And if it's still kind of wide open, they're not quite sure, they're going to help you identify that too. See which solution, if you haven't really been able to pinpoint that down, whether it's our mid-level Salsa POS, which is great for your small to medium retail restaurant merchants, or if they'd be a better fit for our high-level POS, you know, your easy dine solutions, easy retail, easy restaurant systems that are your more software-based integrated systems for those bigger restaurants. So we've got a lot of options here in POS, and this is going to be a good process for you guys. So take the test, come in here and submit the lead, and really start working with Bob and Stacy. These are great opportunities to take advantage of. POS are such a lucrative account usually because, you know, for one, these merchants are going to stick. Once they've got a POS that works for them, they're not going anywhere. You know, so it's going to help you attract those larger accounts. Then we've got, now we're going to jump into our banking leads program here right now, and that's what you'll see here. Now we've got an excellent agent banking program. Keith Sampson, our VP of Business Development, has put this together, and this is really where we are customizing and tailoring a program specific to the banks. So as you're approaching any of those contacts that you have at banks, you can submit a bank lead here, and this is where actually Keith Sampson and our team will communicate with you and really help you start the conversation with the banks. The bank program, and as you can imagine, a bank partnership takes time. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. It usually takes at least, I would say, 3 to 6 months or even longer. As you can imagine, there's a lot of red tape at the banks. But what this is going to help you do is help you kind of start that conversation and show the bank that you've got a program that can be catered specifically to them and within our offering, whatever they'd like to offer, whether they just want to offer POS or we've got the whole wide range. We've got the mobile solution to your basic tablet, mid-level tablet, high-level POS, you know, your free terminal solutions, et cetera. So we're going to be able to really kind of show these banks that this is what we specialize in, and at that point help them kind of continue the conversation, and Keith is going to help them do that. So here's some marketing flyers that we've put together that a rep would be able to approach a bank with, and this shows the bank, obviously, that this is specifically what we do and gives them some extra clout with what they're approaching the bank with, so they've got some good talking points behind it.
Danny, as we move forward, we've launched so many things in the last few months. It's kind of amazing to see all this stuff that we've jumped in there with. One of those things we did is we launched our virtual terminal and our invoicing product. And Salcha, as it continues to grow, and we have our Salcha 2.0, which we'll probably do a sneak peek of probably at the end of August. And we're certainly hoping to launch that here in Salcha 2.0 in the end of this year. But as we've done that, we launched one simple product, the virtual terminal invoicing, right from the top. And I'm not going to do a full demo, but really what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a way for you to be able to provide your merchants and your agents to take and make payments as simply as possible anywhere they can get an internet connection. We're going to continue to produce tools to do that. And so the virtual terminal is just that. It's a virtual terminal. Anywhere they can get an internet connection. This works great on an iPad. They can take a payment. They can see their transactions. They can charge. They can do an auth only. And they can then do their void and refunds right here through their recent transactions, depending on whether they're a void, if they're not haven't batched out, or if they're a refund, because they have. But then Salcha invoicing is also just a great tool. What we're seeing is especially those who are involved in some way of being self-employed, maybe they're a marketing and a graphic designer, and they're looking for some ways to invoice their clients, and they have 10, 15, 20 clients. This is a great, simple, easy tool to be able to use to create quick invoices on the fly and take those credit card payments. As we continue to build the brand that is Salcha, uh, we thought, you know what, it's not just enough to have invoicing virtual terminal, and eventually we're going to have gift cards right through Salcha in the next coming months. That's a product yet to come out, but you saw probably a sneak peek of that as you saw that it was available on my Salcha back end there. We also launched Salcha POS, and I'm going to have Danny kind of jump in there and share a little bit about what he's hearing from his agents and people that are working with him day in, day out. But what Salcha POS simply is, and if you haven't heard, it's an iPad-based point-of-sale system really geared to those independent restaurants and independent retail organizations, and giving you an opportunity to play something that is extremely powerful and simple and just works at an affordable price. That's a win for the agent and a win for the merchant, and working together to do something that is stylish and effective. And so you can see that we have multiple stands and multiple ways to present this in the merchant's space. And we've found that this has been a great tool in the last several weeks as we've done several beta launches, and then we did a soft launch a couple weeks ago, and we're seeing lots of leads coming through. And that's where you can go to my.payprotec.com, make sure you're POS certified and submitting those leads, because we have a team of people that are ready to help you, whether it's Stacy or Bob or Matt or Cameron or Morgan. There's a whole team that are supporting our POS channel and making that work. Danny, what have you seen when it comes to the Salcha POS?
You know, when it comes to Salcha POS, I think it's been phenomenal, just giving another option to our partners. You know, we've had Pay Anywhere for so long, and as we all know, that's just been your base level POS solution. So within Salcha POS, it's opened a lot of doors to partners being able to approach those merchants that need a more robust solution. And one of the things that I found that was initially a challenge was POS sales were new to a lot of our partners. So the fact that we've got Bob, Stacy, Matt, Morgan, Ken, Cameron, all of them in that office helping has really made these sales go a lot smoother for those offices. Because as you're approaching these merchants, you may just need to know, you know, the 5,000-foot overview, enough just to get you in trouble, just to start the conversation. And then at that point, they really take the reins from you and help you go from A to Z, from all of the functionality of the system to the pricing to how many stations they need. You name it, they're going to really help you close the deal and go through all the details of it. So you don't have to have your PhD in POS to close these bigger opportunities. That's where I've seen the biggest advantage of the way we're doing it. Basically, you know, from the POS to EPX, we've got our new my.payprotec portal, which is a great tool for you guys to have available for everything. And we've got even more that we're working on. And this is going to be a huge game changer for all of us. We are going to be the first ISO to market with the first smart terminal as a free placement program. The terminal is called Point. You may have heard of it. This is what it looks like, and this solution is incredible. So it has the ability to be plugged into a Wi-Fi connection, also to run over Wi-Fi. They can even go buy a SIM chip and have a data plan and make it a wireless terminal. This has Bluetooth, EMV, Apple Pay, has the ability to Bluetooth keyboards to it. It also has the ability to connect to other POS systems. So think of a merchant that's using Micros, for example, and they don't have the ability to accept EMV. They would be able to integrate Point into their Micros. So this is going to be a great solution for merchants from, you know, your base level retail merchants doing $10,000, $20,000 a month, all the way up to your high-level merchants using POS that would like a handheld device so they can accept these EMV and Apple Pay transactions. So we're extremely excited about this opportunity that we're going to have with Point. There's going to be more to come on this, obviously, in the next few weeks as we're rolling it out. Some requirements that we're going to have for merchants to qualify for a free placement. We're going to get you guys up to speed on the pricing and what this is going to look like. But be on the lookout for announcements about our Point free placement terminal program, and it's coming out soon. So this is really gonna change the game and just add more to your toolbox there of offerings. So more to come on Point.